Seth, speaking as a timeless spiritual guide, described death not as an end, but as a conscious and active passage. He taught that we do not lose awareness when the body ceases to breathe. Rather, we awaken into a greater field of knowing, where choice and intention shape the very first moments beyond the veil. When Seth first revealed what truly unfolds after death, it overturned all our assumptions. He explained that death is not the violent rupture portrayed in movies, nor the fearful judgment so many religions instill. Instead, it is the most natural transition of all, closer to awakening from a dream than falling into darkness. Consciousness, he said, does not extinguish like a candle suddenly blown out. Instead, it withdraws gently from the body, often beginning days or weeks before what medicine records as the final breath. This explains why the dying often speak to unseen loved ones, or why clarity sometimes returns in the last hours of illness, because part of the soul is already reaching into the next world. Seth spoke of the silver cord, the luminous bond that links spirit to body. As death approaches, this cord loosens as if a balloon is slowly released, rising higher until it drifts beyond sight. During this period, awareness flows between two realms, sometimes anchored in the body, sometimes exploring the landscapes of spirit. The moment of separation, Seth said, brings profound release. All pain dissolves. Consciousness expands into a vastness impossible to imagine while bound to flesh. And yet, the self remains intact. Your memories, your essence, your capacity to love, all endure radiant and whole. But the ease of this transition is deeply influenced by the state of the heart. Fear and resistance create turbulence like swimming against a current. Acceptance, even curiosity allows the passage to unfold, as gently as slipping into a calm stream. Death, then, is not a punishment to endure, but a surrender to a wider reality of being. What follows, Seth revealed, often reflects the beliefs we carry. A Christian may see Christ, a Buddhist may glimpse the bardo, an atheist may enter a quiet place without symbols. These are not illusions, but sacred accommodations, gentle introductions shaped by the language of our own soul, just as dreams often speak in familiar images. In the days immediately after death, consciousness lingers close. This is why so many traditions hold 3-day vigils. The spirit is near, adjusting, still reaching out to comfort loved ones. Then comes the welcoming, where guides and familiar souls appear. They often take forms designed to reassure, your grandmother as you best remember her, or a beloved friend smiling in health rather than in decline. These appearances, Seth said, are not deception but compassion, easing the soul into its new freedom. From here begins the most profound unveiling, the life review. Unlike earthly judgment, this is not a tribunal. No higher power sits in condemnation. Instead, you become both witness and experiencer of your own life. You see each moment not only through your eyes, but through the hearts of all you touched. You feel the joy you gave when you smiled at a stranger, and you also feel the quiet despair when you caused hurt. Even small acts ripple outward, touching countless lives, and in review you perceive those ripples in their fullness. This review is not punishment but revelation. It shows you the hidden tapestry, how your life was interwoven with others, how challenges carried hidden gifts, how pain often became the soil of growth. The harsh teacher may reveal her secret suffering. The parent you struggled with may show the soul agreement you both chose for growth. Illness, betrayal, even loss, seen now from the soul's perspective, are not cruel accidents, but chosen lessons, expressions of value and evolution. The pace of review varies. Some souls, caught in guilt, replay moments endlessly. Others, with compassion and perspective, move gracefully through. All eventually integrate their experiences and see clearly why they chose this incarnation, what was gained and what remains to explore. And then comes choice. There is no forced reincarnation, no wheel grinding souls through endless cycles. There is freedom. You may return, drawn to complete unfinished patterns, or to taste once more the beauty of human life. Or you may stay in realms of learning, creation, or guiding others. Some journey further still, into states of being beyond human conception. Seth's message is luminous: death is not the end, but the unfolding of a greater story. We are not judged but awakened. We do not lose love but discover it multiplied. And knowing this even while we yet live changes everything. For if we will one day feel every joy in every wound we create, then now is the time to live with gentleness, to love more fiercely, to forgive more quickly, and to walk our days as conscious creators of the ripples we leave behind. At the heart of Seth's teaching lies a liberating truth: the agreements we make before birth are not chains. They are sketches, not sentences. They can be altered, dissolved, or completely rewritten as life unfolds, because free will is the sovereign force of the soul. Some souls become utterly enchanted with the wonders of physical reality. Like artists hungry for color, they dive back again and again into incarnation, sometimes with hardly a pause, wanting to taste every role: the warrior and the healer, the hermit and the mother, the servant and the king. They are like actors in a grand cosmic theater, determined to play every part, until they have absorbed the fullness of human. Others need only a few incarnations. Having gathered what they sought, they turn their gaze toward subtler realms, dimensions of music, mathematics, beauty, or pure creativity. Some remain as teachers and guides, whispering wisdom to those still walking on earth. Others merge into vaster fields of consciousness, joining collective beings who weave entire systems of reality. The bravest souls are not punished but choose difficulty with intent. They are the spiritual athletes, leaping into lives of intensity because they know hardship accelerates growth. The child who teaches through illness, the one born into poverty who awakens others through courage. These are often radiant spirits who embrace challenge for the sake of love and expansion. And here, Seth opened the most astonishing vision: probable lives. Consciousness is not bound to one linear thread. It explores many paths at once, living the what-ifs alongside the choices you know. While you are here now, another aspect of your being may be walking a different road, shaped by a decision you did not take. In truth, you are more vast than you imagine, an orchestra of selves playing together beyond the limits of time. Souls often incarnate in clusters. Today's mother may have been your child, your lover, your friend in another life. Across centuries, these soul groups weave in and out of each other's stories, exploring every possible bond, every shade of love and learning. Life is a divine drama, and together we take turns at the roles. For those who do not return to earth, the journey continues in beauty. Some remain close as guides. Some soar into dimensions beyond matter. Some blend into greater collectives, shimmering streams of intelligence that nurture entire worlds. There is no ticking cosmic clock. Some souls return quickly, even within days. Others rest for centuries in realms of light. Every soul moves at its own sacred rhythm. This wisdom changes everything. We are not trapped in endless cycles. We are not punished for past mistakes. We are creators, choosing what serves our deepest becoming. Every person we meet, every bond we form, is part of this vast design. And what of those who have gone before us? Seth's answer is radiant: they are not lost. Consciousness does not vanish like smoke. It shifts into higher frequencies. It shifts into higher frequencies. Love itself becomes the bridge, a luminous tether unbroken by death. Dreams open the doorway most naturally. In sleep, the rigid filters of waking mind fall away, and we can touch them. Feel their presence, hear their comfort, know their peace. True visitations are unmistakable, vivid, charged with love, filled with details the mind could not invent. Beyond dreams, they speak in synchronicities, in symbols, in gentle nudges of thought or sudden knowing. Sometimes even through the hum of electricity, the flicker of a light, the ringing of a phone. Always subtle, always loving, always woven into the fabric of meaning. Yet, Seth cautioned, clinging too tightly, drowning in grief, can hold both sides in place. True communion requires balance, love that releases, as well as embraces. The most powerful channel is always the heart, attuned in quiet openness, not desperation. Death is not the severing of bonds but their transformation. It is graduation, not exile. It is expansion, not annihilation. When you live with this knowing, fear begins to dissolve. Cruelty becomes unthinkable. For every act will one day be felt as your own. Love becomes the truest wisdom, for it is the one thread that weaves through every realm. Seth's message is clear. You are not a fragile body clinging to survival. You are eternal consciousness momentarily dancing in form. This life is precious, yes, but it is one movement in a symphony that never ends. And when you truly grasp this, courage blossoms. You are free to risk love, to follow your authentic path, to create boldly, knowing that nothing is ever wasted, and nothing is ever lost. For death is not the end. It is the doorway through which you step into more of who you already are.